Good morning, evening, dare night, kind and not so kind, ladies and gentlemen who quest for Troll, the wonderful land of YouTube. My name is MetalFH, and this is the first episode of a behind the series. And for this behind the series, it's going to be about fake commercial. You know, the kind of video that we were supposed to upload today. I'm gonna send you to Trollumbo, who's going to tell you where we got the idea of the fake commercials and, you know, ideas about all of them individually. So, let's get Trollumbo here.
Alright, so Metal has done the introduction, so, well, now it's up to me to tell you a little bit of backstory behind, well, the fake commercials. So, first off, where did we get the idea for the fake commercials? Well, it's quite easy. We weren't that good, well, we still aren't that good at acting, so we thought, well, what requires us to do, well, not minimal acting, but how can you get away with bad acting? Then we saw some commercials, and, well, a lot of them had bad acting in them, so we thought, commercials have bad acting in them, so we can't be horrible actors there and get away with it, so, yeah, that's our first idea. Then we saw some of the commercials that were featured in the Drunken Peasant segment about these horrible commercials. And they were even worse than most commercials that we've seen so far, so that made us think like, that's even shittier. That's at the point that even we can do. And a lot of the products seemed kind of useless, and that made me think, well, maybe we can just make horrible products on purpose and make shitty commercials for them. And that's how the idea got born. But there's also some more backstory. When we look at some of the individual, we have had 5 fake commercials so far, and I'm gonna go over them in order and tell you a little bit of backstory behind all of them, because there are some funny stories connected to most of them, or maybe even all of them. So the first fake commercial that we did was one about Trollumbo Gets Noisy. Yeah, you don't know what it is? Well, it was a series that only had 1 episode because it basically sucked. So it was also a wasted fake commercial to some extent, because it wasn't really a fake commercial. It was about one of the series that we were gonna do, but in retrospect, the fact that we only made 1 episode makes it kind of a fake commercial? Yeah. I don't know. Just include that 1 episode as part of the commercial maybe, and then you could say that it was still a fake commercial. Why did we stop that series? Well, because it kinda sucked, and it would get boring pretty quickly, and I don't think a lot of people liked that. We didn't have that many viewers back then, well, we still don't have really that many viewers, but we had less then, so it was harder to test if something worked or not. The second fake commercial that we did was the banana slap. There we were thinking about some of the ways in which commercials normally work. And a lot of those horrible commercials do one thing. They show you some problems that are quite banal and that normal people can deal with easily. And then they show the most clumsy, stupid people doing the most clumsy and stupid thing. Well, it's kind of weird. You can see people, I don't know, having problems with baking eggs and stuff, and all that kind of stupid kind of stuff happens. It's kind of weird. So we thought about how can we do that? Well, we give people some banal problems. The first one was, well, we showed some of the problems here, and then we used the product and showed it as a solution for them. There were things like getting robbed, like somebody coming to your house and stealing your wallet, your brother hugging the controller, somebody eating the last cookie, and then the product came and saved the day. So, that was kind of one of the cliches in commercials that we used, and it was fun doing that. So we thought maybe we could do that for the next ones as well. Now I might get like the order and sequence of the release of our fake commercials mixed up, but, well, that's not really a problem. I'm gonna talk about the fake commercial about the Illuminate. Why was that a thing? Well, we were thinking about stupid stuff, and we were thinking about stupid conspiracy theories that you hear a lot of the time, and we had some dark elements in our videos, like the screen going red and some slowed down lower voice kind of stuff happening in the background. Yeah. So we thought, maybe we could get more and more of this creepy stuff in there and get it to a Illuminati kind of based climax video. But then we didn't really go through with that because we don't really have the equipment or the people backing us up to do that. But it might happen one time in the future that our videos start ending weird or having weird stuff in them. We don't know. But for that commercial, it was somewhere in the middle of all that happening. So we thought like maybe we could also include it in our commercials and maybe we could do an Illuminati themed commercial. Then we thought about, well, people are complaining about stuff that they can find in food and drinks, so why not make a stupid conspiracy theory about drinks having mind control particles in them, and then like having a fake research to back up the fact that Illuminate didn't have it. So, yeah. That was what we did. And I said we don't have enough people backing us, that's why we had to wear wigs and act like the same person is being paid to portray multiple people.
Do it in a different voice this time. I really love the taste of Illuminate.
Also, that kind of made fun of the fact that people are saying, oh my god, Illuminati is everywhere, it's controlling everything. So, us making a shitty commercial about something that has to do with the Illuminati kind of is the reverse of that. It's like, it's something small that wants to be a world-dominating thing. So the next fake commercial has like a funny story attached to it. It was one for Trollumbo's Why You Know Sober. Why was it so funny? Well, the night before that, I had been out all night. And I've been awake all night because we were out and partying. Metal wasn't, but I was out with friends. And I was drinking up until somewhere early in the morning, and then I got home. And then sometime later we started recording that fake commercial. What was funny about it, you know, that little path that we were walking on, when I was like stumbling and stuff and acting like I was puking, I took that path earlier to get from the bus stop to my house. Yeah, so I stumbled across there earlier. Well, not stumbling anymore, more like a tired dragging around. And then I had to go back there to film actually being drunk. So, it was kind of fun. What made it more fun to film this video as well is the fact that it kind of made no sense. There are a lot of people saying like, oh my god, I got a hangover this and blah blah blah. And I don't normally get a hangover if I drink, it's more like something my stomach gets upset the next day. So, I thought, well, why not make a beverage that disables you from being drunk that's made from my piss? And that's where the whole idea for that thing came from. The last one was the reusable bottles. We were squishing some empty bottles because then they take up less space in like the garbage bag, so we were doing that. And it was like, reusable bottles, maybe we can do something with that, like thinking about clumsy people and stuff. That's why we had like the shaking motion. And we also went overboard on the danger of empty bottles. By, you know, the scene where I got that one thrown against my head. The funny thing about that was, it was a scene that we had to record. We could either record it like right away and have it done. And it had to be done in one take. Or I had to fall into the pool, watch the footage and say like, oh my god, this sucks. And we had to wait until for my clothes to dry because, well, those were like my only pair of pants that I could have had on in the while we were filming it, because it was the only like kind of like shorts slash swimming pants type thing. And then I had one of those sleeveless wife beaters on, well, one of those blue ones, because let's just say it wasn't my best attire, so I didn't have any of those like more throwaway type of clothes left, so I had to use these ones, and if they were wet I had to wait for them to dry, so it was kind of a weird thing to do. But we did it at, well, metal missed my head a few times so I didn't get wet, but when it finally hit my head, there was a stupid delay and I fell into the water. I could have easily fixed it by acting like I was dizzy and then falling into the water, but I didn't think of that. Then there was the critique of like filling the reusable bottles with other bottles and then throwing them away by... You see a lot of products that don't even solve problems in like commercials, so he wanted to go for that as well. Here is the thing, this is like behind the series with some explanations and maybe... Well, you saw some explanations behind some things that happened and why we selected some of the scenes. But this is far from being the last thing you'll see in the fake commercial series, because we have a lot more ideas left. We want to include more people, which is hard because a lot of people don't really have the time to help us, or don't really want to help us, or don't want to be on camera but want to help us in another way. But we need people who want to be on camera as well. So what we want to do somewhere in the future is find products that are easy to make yourself. So that way we could work with other YouTubers or other people who have like at least a 1080p camera. So we could include them into our fake commercial. We're gonna have some fun with that. So if you're an SGA member and you want to be in a fake commercial, just let me know, and I don't know, we'll talk on Skype later. If you're a fan but you have like a camera, well, a fan, I don't think we have actual fans, but if you wanna be, well, if you watch our videos and you wanna be in one of them through the fake commercials, we could try and figure out a way to get the product to you, like maybe if we're using a drinkable product, it could be as easy as getting the same type of bottle and printing out a label that we've made. Then again, we'd also have to make all the products easy to make, like we said before. So we're gonna see how we can include people into our fake commercials. That's the next step for those fake commercials, but we have a lot of ideas left for fake commercials, like a lot of products that we want to work with, a lot of other stuff. It's gonna be great. So this has been our first behind the series. Well, it's part of the fake commercial. All of the behind the series will just kind of replace an episode of the series, and they will be made in a time when we are in need of time, when we had a problem with recording something. So this is gonna be a backup that appears from time to time, and we'll catch you in the next episode.
Thanks for watching our video. Did you like that video? Don't forget to like it if you like it. And if you don't like it as well. Leave a comment and share the video with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe and be real Lolzosaurus. See you in the next video.